Hello YouTube, flashlight enthusiast here. Today something new on my channel, the M20 from SupFire. Actually this one was sent to me for review by Patrick from flashlightbrand.com. You can check their website down in the description below. But guys, basically I was super fascinated when this one came out because, as you know, I reviewed sometime on my channel the Nightcore Concept 2, which is very similar in build, and overall the concept of the flashlight is pretty identical. But unfortunately Nightcore is not available, and I get the impression that SupFire or SupFire improved the concept itself, built in some USB C charging, and well, I got the impression that they were on the track to improve the initial design of Nightcore. Obviously this is the Chinese flashlight, this is quite a cheap model, so I don't expect the build quality from Nightcore, but overall I like the form factor of this flashlight, so let's check this out. This is the Chinese edition, as you can see, but I believe they also offer the English version themselves, but it was out of stock right now, so I got the Chinese version. The box looks like this, so pretty much of Chinese data and markings here. I don't understand much, but I guess I have to live with that. Okay, so let's open this up and show you what's included. Okay, so right away we've got the flashlight itself, so let's just take it out. Okay, so we've got the flashlight, we've got the manual in Chinese, but I believe it is also available in English in different package. Okay, and Patrick was kind enough to write me an English version for the manual, so this is very nice. Thank you so much for that. Okay, and last but not least, we also got the USB to USB C charging cable. Okay, alright, coming back to the flashlight itself, this thing is quite well built, I have to say. The analyzation is quite good, a little bit shiny, but provides a good grip. We've got some crenulations here, the additional grip. The switch looks a little bit cheap, but I guess it's okay. The clip is super sturdy, that's very nice. Okay, we've got 4 smooth reflectors, and down there we've got well, no name, no Cree P50 LEDs, which resembles almost 100% the Cree XHP 50.2 LEDs, but as long as they are not Cree, well, a little bit disappointing, I guess. Although they do provide amazing power, I guess the efficiency and overall quality might not be as good as Cree's. Okay, we've got light anti-reflective coating, as you can see here on the glass. This seems like a plastic, not a glass really. Okay, and here we've got double port here, so as you can see we've got USB C and regular USB A. So this lower one definitely is for charging, and I tested this one. Let's just test it on the camera. So here I've got my testing kit. Okay, it will show you the voltage and the current in real time. Okay, so let's just plug it in. As you can see, we've got 505 volts, but no current, obviously, because I haven't plugged anything yet. Alright, so let's just see if I could charge the E07X Pro from Fireflies from this one. So let's just plug it in. As you can see, it works. Seems to work, I guess. And here also the charging appears to be working. Although the current is dropping, I believe this is almost fully charged, so I guess it's working. Excellent. When you plug it into the USB-C charging source, the LED under the switch will turn red. When the charging has been finished, it will turn to green. So let's just secure the charging port cover. It sits okay, I guess. It could be a little bit stronger, but I guess for the IP44 water resistance rating, it is just fine. Okay, so let's just go through the UR real quick. It is very basic, so once you want to turn it on, you simply press the switch, and then we've got battery indicator down there. So we've got 3 stages, I guess. We've got, because I don't have the manual, okay, we've got green when the power is sufficient, we've got blinking red and red, or red and blinking red, depending on the interpretation. But to change the modes, you simply press the switch once, and then we've got the loop of 3 modes, okay? So, and then another press turns the flashlight off. So we've got pretty basic interface. 1 click for on, then click again to advance the modes, and then after 3 modes, click again to turn off, okay? This is basically it. You can also hold the switch, enter the lowest mode, and then advanced again. And also you can double tap for amazing turbo. This is over 7,000 lumens, mind you. So this is quite blinding, but as you will see in the runtime graph section, it only lasts for about a minute, okay? So here are the measurements I've made with my Lumen tube from Texas Ace. So we've got 4 modes. On the lowest one I measured 323 lumens. On the second lowest, so medium, I measured 643 lumens. Then in high, 1445 lumens, and in turbo mode, I would call that one 7340 lumens. So pretty amazing performance at turn on. As this flashlight uses the built-in 418650 battery pack, I'm not sure what are they using, but judging by the rated capacity of 10,400 milliampere hours, it is 2600 milliampere hour per battery. So pretty basic one. And here we've got some ratings of 18 watts times 4 max. So this will give you around 5 amps discharge rate per battery, okay? So nothing crazy here, but pretty sufficient. And I guess when you hit the turbo mode, the voltage drops significantly, and unfortunately the battery has to rest before you activate the turbo once again. And let me just show you the runtime graphs real quick. Okay, so let's start this time with the medium one, so second lowest mode. Here I measured 643 lumens, and as you can see, it is pretty straightforward linear driver performance. So here over 6 hours and 30 minutes of performance, steady decrease in brightness, but mind you that the flashlight did not achieve more than 40 degrees Celsius, so running pretty cool. Even for your hands, it will get a little bit, just a little bit warm, okay? And mind you, the tint is really ugly, coolish white. Here is the high mode, and here we've got some weird operations, because the high was only 1445 lumens, so nothing crazy for this size of the flashlight, but unfortunately the step down occurs right away. Over the course of 5 minutes, it stepped down from over 1400 lumens to around 339 lumen level. So definitely won't see that step down with your naked eye. And after 5 minutes, you've got slow decrease in brightness, so typical linear driver performance. But unfortunately, guys, I couldn't check all the runtime because it took so long that after 9 hours, I just simply turned off the flashlight because it was around 200 lumen levels, so pretty insane for such flashlight to hold such low brightness. But definitely a runtime is impressive here, and the body did not achieve more than 30 degrees Celsius, okay, after 9 hours of operation. Last but not least, we've got the turbo mode, and this really disappoints me because although the peak performance at turn on is pretty outstanding, it's over 7,000 lumens, this brightness unfortunately drops, and after 1 minute you've got around only 2700 lumens, and then unfortunately I'm not sure whether it's the driver or the battery, but the flashlight simply turns off and you cannot turn it on again unless it cools down a little bit from 33 degrees, mind you, and the juice in the batteries is available again. So I just did another runtime graph in turbo mode, but after the reset, and you can see it right here. So similar performance, the flashlight turned off after 1 minute and 7 seconds. Then I rested it a little bit and tried to activate the turbo mode. It was available, and then, mind you, the maximum amount of brightness you can get from the second turbo activation was below 6000 lumens. So definitely linear driver without any boost. So the more batteries are depleted, the less lumens and the output you are actually have available in your flashlight, okay? And then after only 16 seconds, mind you, the flashlight turned off again. So pretty disappointing in a turbo mode. I'm not sure again whether it's driver or batteries, but definitely turbo mode is something that might leave you in the dark for a couple of minutes before the power is available again. Okay guys, so definitely an interesting flashlight, but definitely much room for improvement in some areas that I hope I addressed pretty clearly. Okay, so let's just go to the forest and show the beam shots of this SupFire M20. So here I am with the SupFire M20. Low, medium, high. Pretty good output for, you know, high mode. And then I can always double tap for turbo mode. Okay, this is definitely around 65 to 7000 Kelvin. Very cool white. The brightness does not sustain for a very long time, but the wow effect is obviously there. Quite throwy beam, but still a good amount of sunlight here. Quite big hotspot for a flashlight this size. Starts to heat up, but not really that much to, you know, feel in the hand. Definitely dropping the brightness, but luckily it does not turn off like during the tests. So let's see how long it can last before it turns off. Alright. I can still see something in there, but definitely dropping the brightness. Slowly, but dropping. Alright, it just turned off. As you can see the LED under the switch. But when I try to turn it on, unfortunately nothing happens, so I just was left in the dark. Not good. Okay, let's take the SupFire SP36 BLF edition for comparison. This is stepped max ramp, and then double tap for turbo mode around 5000 lumens. This is the 5000K version. Definitely much more pleasant to 990 CRI version, so definitely appealing to me. A little bit more throwy beam, I guess, with still plenty of sidelight. Definitely like this one very much, and this is much more reliable flashlight with USB C charging also. But well-known LA351D LEDs and stable performance didn't let me down anytime, so I can vouch for it. Last but not least, the Rod 66 from Fireflies. This is the SW45K version. This is the max ramp and the turbo output. This is even higher CRI version. This is 98 CRI. Niches hitting up pretty quickly, but giving a nice rosy even beam from TIR optics instead of reflectors. So I'll be comparing this one also to the M20. So guys, what do I think about this SupFire M20? Well, I definitely dig the form factor. From the moment I got the hands on the Nightcore Concept 2, I knew that this would be probably my favorite form factor of the flashlight, because it's not only quite compact and quad LED construction, but also sits very well in the pocket, but also in your hands. So definitely I'm pretty grateful that SupFire tried to, cultivate the concept from Nightcore and try to make it even better. Well, maybe not all things went pretty well, but I still appreciate the effort. Quick charging via USB C and powerbank function is also a good idea. I would definitely like to see different emitters in here, especially from Cree, and not ugly cool white tint. But other than that, performance is pretty good in terms of brightness, mind you, because in terms of UI, it is okay, but definitely the performance in the turbo mode is disappointing, okay? Again, maybe you could take it apart, change the batteries, maybe it will help, but I suspect there is some problem with the driver itself. Okay, but definitely for a super long runtime and low output, this thing is a beast, okay? Over 9 hours of runtime and it's still going down, so probably for a cheaper flashlight with USB C charging, powerbank function and, you know, momentary illumination in turbo, it might be good, but I'm not sure I can recommend this one to you, you know, more advanced flashlight enthusiast. Anyway, Patrick was kind enough to provide a special coupon code for his store, so if you're interested in this flashlight or any other from the flashlightbrand.com, definitely check this out below the video. Okay guys, so if you have any questions from the SupFire M20, please leave them in the comment section down below. Thumbs up and subscription will be appreciated, of course, to support the algorithm and the channel. Stay safe guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.